Hello, I'm Diamondwolf of the Reddit Angels, and this is Clash of Clans. Welcome to the war report against... Who are these people? They don't matter. The Son of Gods. Oh, I can donate. I can donate. I love donating. Alright. Today we're going to go through the first hour of this war. I'm really trying to switch it up here this time with the music and things. Tell me how it goes, or don't. I don't care. Alright. And some bad news here, going to give you all a headache by doing lots of scrolling, but either way, all the way at the bottom here, we have our first attack, Konam versus Alex. The not good Alex, the enemy Alex. And here we see a lightning used on one of the two ADs, because A is a Town Hall 7. There are only two ADs, and that's pretty much how you attack a Town Hall 7. If you want to guarantee a win anyway. Now, scrolling down here, we can kind of see the splash release of dragons and the early release of the loon. Don't worry, Konam. One day, you'll be a big, strong, sexy Town Hall 8 that uses more strategic attacks. But either way, it's a 3-star because it's nearly impossible to not get 3 stars attacking an enemy Town Hall 7 with mass drags. Next, we have Nikki's attack. It's kind of a smash and grab, as you'll see here, the way that he approaches the base with a line of dragons versus... Jesus, there are so many attacks that happened. I'm going to go to a smaller clan. Alright, Nikki. We have dragons, we have 3 rages, and let's look at how these dragons are kind of deployed. He kind of destroys this wall here and just hopes for the best. However, with hoping for the best, he uses his rages to kind of drive his dragons into the correct, area, which at this time it's the enemy clan castle. And then you see him try to use the rages a little bit on top of each other. No big deal. A lot of on top of each other. It could have went better, but either way, his loons are kind of also not going this way. Loons you have to release kind of late, but not too late. It's very touchy for a Town Hall 8 to be releasing these max loons, but eventually he gets the job done. The dragons go in the center, and, well, the attack, ends up going pretty good. Do I need to really watch the rest? No, let's just assume that he wins, because he does. Alright, I'm beginning to regret my decision of only doing the first hour of this war attack by the clan Reddit Angels. And let's look at Alice's attack, friend of Alex. And if you want to look here, he did not aim his bottom dragons. Although I wanted to look at it because it shows a good funnel. However, with no aiming, you get something that is not a funnel. We're going to go from here. Okay? You clear the corners, whatever. Fine. You use a couple, whatever, troops. It's kind of unorthodox, but, whatever. You get this corner, and then you got this corner, and then you notice that the dragons start to go up this way. However, you still lose this dragon, you lose your BK, you lose these dragons, and eventually it's just, I don't know, there's just not as much firepower in the middle as there could have been if you would have been able to get all of your dragons into the middle. And as we were looking at the stars before the attack, we can see that he gets 3 stars. Wow. Way to go. Now after Alice here, we have Zoso. I actually didn't want to show this one at first, but he has an interesting technique here. I like to call it the back alley, or the sneak attack, because he's using drags and max loons. I'm sorry if most of these attacks are going to be drags and max loons, but he's going to have the dragons all come out from here to attack these 2 close ADs, but instead of lightning this 3rd AD, he's raging, he's going to use these max loons to attack this AD here. And it kind of works in his favor and against his favor. There's no funnel there, but whatever, dragons still go in the middle. Because he gets these loons here, and let me show you when he introduces them. If you're looking closely, and bam, introduces them right there. Now, these dragons, they have to work through a dark elixir tank, so they're not going to be moving very fast. This is, I think, one of the highest HP buildings that you can have in the game. Besides the town hall, there's probably something else out there, like a defenses tower. But either way, the DE storage is a huge HP building. These dragons are not going to be able to work through it fast enough to be able to aggro this AD. These loons are going to end up taking the brunt of the damage no matter how fast they get there, even if he drops a rage. And we probably got about 2 or 3 down now. Either way, those loons are done. The dragons are not really enjoying much of that tanking by the balloons because the loons are terrible tanks. It's not what I like to see. Alright, who do we have next? Is Caesar the Lord, as soon as I, actually get to it. Jesus, do we all have to attack every war? Everybody? Really? Alright, Caesar the Lord, let's get this replay going. Loading wheel. Caesar the Lord has a really good opportunity here to have dragons. He could spend a few to go throughout the sides, and that would be a majority of the buildings. If he's trying to funnel these dragons into the center, he's going to have to destroy here, and then kind of get these dragons into the center. And that is exactly what he does. Way to go, Caesar. A little barbarian king in the river there. And then it's just, once these side places are cleared, you just loons in the center. I have nothing to say about this because, it's really standard good attack here. Even the loons managed to live because he didn't use them as tanks. Notice how he released them after he releases every other troop, basically. Way to go, Caesar. That's what we're supposed to do. Go Angels. Now Seb. Oh man, how long is this video going to be? It's going to be like 7 hours long. This is a terrible experience for my phone. Alright, going in dry. Get some lube. Hog Dragon. Let's talk about Hog Dragon for a little bit. First, it's awful. It's a terrible idea. If you're going to try to sneak attack into any ADs, maybe a loon would be better used, but, hogs are hogs. They do pretty good. However, these hogs, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me about my battery. Hogs, you're using 2 heals on hogs that died right away because you don't have enough hogs to really drive through these defenses. And then you use the dragons over here when really you should be deploying your dragons at the site of where the AD is strongest so that they can attack that AD. Because honestly, your dragons, when you're deploying them, just point them towards the AD. Once they get that done, they'll take care of everything else. That's what they do. Alright, going in dry. XSDK. I'm actually not going to show you XSDK's attack because it sucked. It sucked a million wieners. Not a big fan of it. 1 star, 50%. You can get that with barbs and archers. Alright, Aaron. He had some good spell placement? Oh no. He had really good fundamentals here. You can see this base. You can take out both these corners. And these Teslas do him a favor and drag in the dragons towards the middle of where he's trying to get this attack from. His point of attack is going to be from there. You don't even need to really funnel placing them on the outside. You can just place them on in because once they're all placed, they all go towards the center because this is really good base for funneling. And you notice he places loons a little bit early and they eventually get to the front. But because of his initial funneling and the way that this base is just perfect for funneling dragons, he manages to get his attack 3-starred. Frickin' nice.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Alright, I noticed that we're at about 8 minutes now. Now I'm looking at Sam Swag. Hey, Sam Swag, how did you do? Looks like you didn't do so hot here. Alright, well, that's no good. Since this is goofy, let's play some goofy music. Alright, Sam Swag Screen. Look at these golems. Look at, they're just sitting there. They want to get these cannons done. But the wizards get the cannons. So where are the golems supposed to go? The next nearest AD in the easiest possible route. Well, they're not going to bust through these walls. They're going to get these archer towers. Oh, well, archer towers are done by the wizards. So where are the golems going to go? They're going to go towards the next easiest defense, and those would be those cannons right there. However, this golem, well, who knows where he's going. He's trying to get that AD right there. And eventually some troops break into the center. But I'm just going to end this attack early. I don't even have to. We only got 10 seconds left. He doesn't even break into the center. You got to really watch that golem pathing. Alright, let's watch it when it's clean here. Alright, you leash your golems up here. Where are they going to go? They pretty much have to go around. I don't know if that point of entry was really the best choice there, Sam Swag. Alright, Mateo. Using a 2 rage and 1 heal spell. Scroll, 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 scroll. Alright. Again, just like the base with, I don't know, Aaron, he kind of gets lucky with this base placement, but notice, your loons get released a little bit late, but honestly, if they get the job done, or early, but if they get the job done, they get the job done. Way to go, Mateo. Way to knock it out of the park. I got lucky with that base there. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Alex. Alex released his loons a little bit too early, if my notes are correct here. That's why he only got 1 star, maybe. And he did not have enough speed to get to these air defenses. Alright, well, it's a dragon lightning attack. You lightning out these, and then, well, you can probably assume that he's going to get the dragons out from over there. And he released his loons too early. How early is too early? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's speed it up. Alright, why was this too early? Dragons didn't really clear any defenses here. They kind of got a couple buildings. And then what do the loons do? The loons, they drive to the nearest defense, this cannon here. And you can kind of see that they were fighting against some of the CC. And then they're on their own. They're in the front. They're taking all the damage. And they really can't help these dragons. I'm sorry, Alex. Things have happened a little bit better in other battles, but not your battle. Now, let's end on some really good notes here. Andy has the hollow wee-wee of the ages here. Really taking advantage of this base placement here. I'm gonna play it for you here. Let's just... Jesus Christ, that same song? Are you serious? Holy moly. Yeah, I'm doing really bad with this music stuff. Just hang in there. And look at Andy's loon placement here. You notice how all these 80s are in the center? He uses his loons, which won't be touched by much air defenses, to clear out the defenses out in the ring. And he has a bunch of hogs, a dozen, in fact, literally a dozen. I can skip this ad in 4. Oh, man. This is a really good attack. Alright, time to get the kill squad out. Let's get the CC. Drawing that CC. Look at that jump spell. He's saving the builders. Or he's got a spy in there making sure that the builders can get to the gold. Alright, you've cleared out a little area, and boom. A single stream of hogs, clearly tactically superior than 2 streams because a single stream is stronger. But with 12, hey, maybe a single stream, you do have to get a good amount of DPS on each building. And since you were able to clear out most of those that outside ring of buildings with those balloons, yeah, a double stream might be overkill. And if you can't tell from here on out, and when we looked out from out before, he gets 3 stars. Andy has the attack of the hour, not just because it's a strategically superior Town Hall 9, but because it's, I don't know, just fancy. And by special request, we have Too Cool for School's attack on number 5 on a mid Town Hall 9. He uses loons to eventually clear out all this bottom up to the archer and up there, and it's a low, wee attack. In case you never knew what that meant, but if you got this far without knowing what a holo wee was, you're in trouble, Mister. All right, so the loons clear out the bottom, meaning there are really no defenses in this area, maybe except for these Teslas. Now time for the CC drive, or the CC pull / kill. You got your kill squad there, including the Archer Queen, clean things up, and then here come the hoe of the holo wee. Bunch of stuff happens here, including death to the enemy, and all of those